work. That's funny. All right. Can you hear me? How about now? Can you hear me? I I got the notification that my earpiece was connected. So Marcus says aloha. KB says howdy. Bumpy. He's like aloha, Marcus. KB says I'm wearing my YouTube shorts right now. I'm in my pissy pants right now. All right. So I won't say experimenting, but I'm trying something different tonight. This is some brandy I got back in February. This was some peach brandy, and I have it on this spiral stave. So this is going to be kind of, well, it's brandy, which would make it like a VS. Well, probably not a VS or a P, but um, hmm. Let me see. Oh, smells decent. Oh, it's woody. Definitely wood. What up, Kent? How you doing? Hog says he's out here. John, how you doing? He says hello all. Ooh. All right. So it smells like an aged, you know, brandy, like like a Parmesan or like a what else is there? The E&J. There we go. E&J. That's what it smells like heavy wood brandy. You fine girl, remember? Oh yeah. I lived around the corner from a girl named Brandy. Brandy had the longest hair in the neighborhood. Everybody knew Brandy. Yo, Brandy with the long hair. Oh, and there was another Brandy too. That Brandy. Actually, I'm gonna see that Brandy this weekend. This weekend, I am celebrating my 25th high school reunion. Getting together with probably like 50 folks from my high school class. I am Reno Biz. What's up? It says just up to you yesterday. Was watching a lot of your videos yesterday. New to the selling barbecue business. Blind man cooking. What's up, Dave? Dave, this evening. I don't know if you heard or my watch just reset. I don't know if you heard, Dave, but that's funny, Bumpy. Said my beard looking like I came straight out of Philly. So, it's funny, you know, this is the second person that I'll say second person, but it was all right, hold on. 25th year reunion. We're getting together this weekend. So yeah. So I will be in the presence of another Brandy that I grew up with this weekend. And blind man, oh, so I was starting to tell you I am drinking, the reason we're talking about brandy, I'm drinking a peach brandy that I have aging on a wood stave. I had a quart jar of peach brandy, and I put a piece of wood that I got off of Amazon, you know, because you could take your clear spirit and put, so my guy hooked me up, and every now and again I'm like, you know what, this is something different, I'm gonna put it away. So the date I wrote on this jar was February, it was Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2023. It says peach brandy. So yeah. Bumpy says Ayo Dash, the beard looking like he came straight out of Philly. So you know what it is. I I recently started. I started back up at the gym. So I'm back in the gym. I've been in the gym every day this week. Today I actually went twice. I've been getting up at 4:15, 4:30 in the morning, going to the gym, working out for an hour, coming back home, working. So this afternoon, test lesson number 3. Her school doesn't have air conditioner all the way throughout the building, so they are learning virtually. Because they're learning virtually, I'm home. So when she finishes with her school day this afternoon, she's been asking to go to the gym with my wife and I. So I said, all right, come on, you know what? Let's go back. So we go back over there and we worked out this afternoon. When I say I'm beat, so when I start falling asleep, y'all know why. And I've had actually 3 energy drinks today. I had one first thing this morning, one midday, and one about an hour ago. So if I fall asleep, and I probably will, you know why. Oh, that being said, Bumpy, I just took a shower like within the last half an hour. So, it was it oil in the beard, and I picked it out nice, and I shaved my head freshly. So, that just makes it all pop. Jimmy said, "What's up?" Margaret says, "Hey y'all." Neil, what's going on? Kent said, "Listening while prepping meats, injecting and sauces." Nice, nice, nice. I was gonna say rub your meat for me, Kent, but nope, not gonna do that. All right. So, how is everybody doing this evening? Goodness gracious, ooh, buddy, this this right here. Hmm. You couldn't tell me that this didn't age in some sort of good barrel or something like that. Man, this is pretty fantastic. This so we're it's actually been 6 months. This has been sitting on the stave for almost 6 months. We are a few days shy of 6 months, and so I ordered these staves. I ordered a few of them. Actually, I ordered two, and this is like half of one, and it I ordered it off of Amazon. I was like, how do I age a spirit? Somebody said, go on Amazon and get a piece of, you know. So this was a medium char or medium toast. No, medium toast because it's not charred. Medium toast, uh, white oak. So I was like, cool. And this is a spiral stave. Hog says Rick Ross. No, sir. I've been growing my beard since before Philly beards were a thing. I can't. I'm not reading that out loud. Though I appreciate it. Hold on. Let me give you something to. Let me give you the. So yeah. So random fact, right? And I don't know if anyone has ever picked up on this. But I watched this girl on YouTube, and I say girl, she's, I say grown woman, but woman on YouTube. Her name is Allie Spags, or Allie Spagnola, right? So Allie wears mismatched shoes. She's been wearing mismatched shoes since she's been in college. Um, and she talked about how, and I can't remember if she went to Pitt or she went to Duquesne or somewhere else in Pittsburgh, but she's from Pittsburgh originally. That being said, she said on her college campus there were people, folks on college campus, and everybody had that thing what made them stand out, right? So she's like, I need a thing to make me stand out. So what she decided on was wearing two different, like two mismatched shoes, and that's been her thing. She's been wearing mismatched shoes for like 15, 20 years probably. So that being said, so I bought myself this. This is an opal earring, okay? And I was doing something with the earrings, and I don't know if I was cleaning them or whatever, but I broke one. I then put on an old pair of, black diamond earrings, right? And most people don't even realize I wear earrings because my beard is, puffs out past my ears. But I've been wearing mismatched earrings for probably a year and a half, maybe 2 years now. And no one has ever, ever, ever said anything to me about it. And I'm just waiting for someone to actually mention it. So you guys have the inside scoop. Um, yeah. Bumpy says my new schedule allows me to stay up late, but then I wouldn't be the CEO of the rewatch, so I'll be leaving early on purpose. That doesn't, yeah. Kent says special sauce as a binder this weekend. Barbecue 5.0. Well, is that a 5 liter? Is that a Commodore or something? Because I can't tell Jeremy says now she has back problems. No. So what she ends up doing, and she talked about this in one of her videos like years ago. She goes to the store and buys two of the same shoe, but just in like usually like an opposite color or different colors or like a different colorway or something like that. And it's one of those things that, you know, now that I know that it's a thing, I'm looking for that thing in every video. So that's 94 Mustang. All right. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Barbecue Mike. All right, Mike. Mike, it was an H, right? Mike H. So, but it's a 94. Was the 94 still a 5 liter? Okay, so I guess it is the SM95. Because the 90, was it a 95 or a 96 that came out with the 4.6 liter? Mm. Okay, then. Oh, I know a 302 equals a 5 liter. I actually have a. Is it 302? I think it's the 302 equals 5 liter. Man, don't get me 96 with the 4.6. All right, see, I am a car guy, man. I'm like, that was one car I poo-pooed on. Because I was like, yo, it's the iconic 5 liter. Like, why would you change it from a 5 liter to a 4.6? That's just, no, 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 no. I'm glad they went back to a 5 liter, but then now there's EcoBoost. It's just not the same. Though, them EcoBoost Mustangs, what? So Jeremy says, haven't done any shorts. May I should. I guess he said maybe. Maybe he's saying maybe I should. So here's the thing, Jeremy. I have lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of content that I've already filmed. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of advice that I've already given. That a lot of people who have never seen my videos have never seen. And I'm going to give credit where credit is due. I spoke to Ricer from Dead Broke Barbecue of Wisconsin. So, do me a solid. If you are watching this later, or if you know, whatever, go out to Ricer's channel and just tell him Dash is finally listening to you. And he might not get it, but then when he starts seeing the shorts, he'll probably be like, "Hey, buddy," that's it. When he calls me, "Hey, buddy," he'll call me and say, "Hey, buddy." Well, and he's like, "Well," and he's one of those. I'll say not one of those, but he's the type of person that'll hit me up when he's got something on his mind about my videos, because he's one of these people who's been rooting for me and is like, I want you to get to that next level. I want you to, to do more, right? And I'm like, Racer, man, I'm chilling. I'm standing in my own lane. I'm doing what I'm doing. And I'm like, that's kind of, it is what it is. But my whole thing is this, right? I won't say I don't have the drive. I don't have the ability sometimes to make new content. Because I feel like I've made enough. I've made enough. I mean, I've been putting videos on YouTube for like 8 years. And I'm like, in 8 years, if I go back and watch, I'm gonna say each one of my videos, but I could go back and watch a video, and if I watch a 10-minute video or a 15-minute video and I pull one little nugget out or two little nuggets out, guess what I can do? I can turn those into shorts. My most viewed barbecue video, or second most viewed barbecue video, is I'm gonna say a snippet, but a 3 or 4 minute clip from a longer video. I mean, I want to say it makes perfect sense, but the attention span that folks have, what was I saying? It's very short. It's very short. Wow. This right here, I feel like I need to go give some of this to my wife, but I won't say she won't appreciate it, but I don't know how she would take it. All right, let me see if she'll take a sip. All right. So, um, man. Uh, it seems people are drawn to highly produced shorts, not so much highly informative shorts. Ha! That's a good point, Jeremy. I'll keep that or take that under advisement. But I can kind of say that I won't say I can do, maybe I might be able to do a little bit of both or a little bit of either, because if I can find a clip where I'm talking about something and make it informative, and I won't say the hard part, but obviously I'm filming all of my videos in 16 by 9, and for the last 2-ish years or so I've been filming 16 by 9 in 4K. The good thing about that is, actually, for I've been filming, yeah, at least, no, all right, I gotta do some figuring, has for as long as I've been filming in 4K, but I believe it's been 3 years now I've been filming in 4K. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is, when I crop in to make the video vertical, I won't have pixelation because it was already such a high resolution, if that makes sense. So, but my point, the point of this video is, I wanted to ask you guys how you feel about YouTube Shorts. Do you watch YouTube Shorts? Do you watch like uh, reels on Facebook? Do you watch um, well, not reels, but I guess shorts or short videos on Facebook? Do you watch reels on Instagram? Do you watch short form content, or are you one of these people that wants to watch long form content? The stuff that you can sit for 45 minutes like these. I won't say these last three, but there are three. Obviously, I told you in the title there's going to be three parts to this video, and the three parts to the cooking that brisket for regular guys basically is the trimming process, the cooking process, and then the slicing and prep process to get it out the door. Those are the main three, highlights. So I said, all right, well, there's basically, it's a 3-act story in a nutshell. Every story has 3 acts. There's, the introduction, uh, anyway, yeah. And what's crazy, in the second act of my story, there was some drama. And I'm like, I don't want to tell you guys about what happened. Actually, I think I did tell you guys what happened, but I don't know if I told you guys. I don't know. I can't remember. YouTube Shorts keep you relevant until next week. Yeah, that's a good point. So when I won't say when I filmed, when I edited the first video of this series that I have going on, I didn't take any snippets, or like, I didn't do any sub 1 minute videos or sections or clips to put in shorts. After I finished editing the first video, I said to myself, while I'm editing the second video, let me start putting some clips into a folder that I can, call shorts, basically. So I started doing that. And the short, did anybody watch that YouTube short that I put up yesterday or 2 days ago? I know I have like 2,000 views on that video right now. But 2,000 views on a 30-second video really doesn't equate to very many views. Jeremy says, for the real people, informative content, no matter the quality of video, is better than BS high quality videos. There we go, Jeremy. I agree, man. You are just hitting the nail right on the head, in my opinion. First, you said seems people are drawn to highly produced shorts. Yes. So one of the things that I have a problem with when I'm watching the video, if the video looks good, boom. But if it sounds horrible, I am gone. I'm gone. Jimmy says, since shorts became a thing, I support the barbecue family where I can. I watch shorts usually if I know the channel name. Well, that's awesome. Let me check my history. Hawk. Oh, appreciate that. Did you get him? Where is he? Oh, yeah, I was about to say, he knows it's Thursday. And tomorrow's trash day. That's good. I didn't have to remind him. Thank you. Do you want that Chick-fil-A sandwich in there? The spicy chicken sandwich? You can. All right. Jeremy says they just get the better promotion. They do, because YouTube is investing in shorts, because YouTube is trying to compete with Instagram. Instagram is owned by Facebook, right? And YouTube is owned by Google. So they're competing for eyeballs, point blank. But you know what's crazy? You see the same shorts or reels. What's up? Shorts or reels on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, because like the people produce this stuff for TikTok, but then there's people like, I'm too old to be on TikTok, so I don't have a TikTok. So then the person takes the content from TikTok and they'll put it on Instagram, and then they take it from Instagram and or TikTok, and then they put it on Facebook. Yeah. Chachi, what's up? He says, hey, yo, this is Chachi. Quentin says he's lighting up the big green egg tomorrow. Okay. I kind of expected you to say World of Beer? World of Beer? What, 8 p.m.? Quentin, what's going on? Jeremy says YouTube wants it all and wants it now. Yes, indeed, they sure do. Yo, I cannot get over this peach brandy. It does not, so this is what I'm drinking tonight. You guys know I usually have a drink in my cup. So this is peach brandy. My guy hooked me up with a peach brandy back in February. And I said, all right, well, I know that I can age that, or it can be aged. So I put it on this wood stave, this spiral stave, and when I say you couldn't tell me that this wasn't a decent middle of the road bottle of like an E&J or Paul Masson or some other, I don't say famous brandy, but some other brandy. Oh, you said you're lighting up the big green egg right now. OTT chili for the coworkers tomorrow. They ain't ready for this goodness. What is OTT? Quentin says, save me a sip, yeah. Jeremy says, dude, I wish I was sharing that with you tonight. Shoot, man, I'm kind of glad you're not sharing it with me, because it is pretty good, and I'm definitely more of a clear fan. This is definitely different, but I'm not mad at it, and I'm actually like sipping on it. I don't sip on anything. It's called a drink for a reason. I don't know. It might be a little. I think I'm gonna take that stave out of there. It might be borderline a little too much wood, but here's the thing. I'm not a connoisseur, so I really don't know if it's too much or not too much. Yeah. Hog says, after an extensive search on my history, negative results. So all you have to do is go to my channel. The video, it should have been in your, unless you're not subscribed to my channel, it should have been in your feed, but let me see. I can content. jump through so many hoops. Oh, shoot. Just copied the wrong thing. So the video was 35 seconds. I have 2,000 views on it. Let's go into the video. And I have headphones on. My headphones in. There are only 7 likes on this video. Can we get some extra likes, please? And thank you. I know I haven't reminded you guys, but if you could please like the video, I'd greatly appreciate it. I've charred some oak and done rapid age on some shine, but that's exactly what this is. This isn't charred though; it's toasted. So it's. I mean, I'm getting like it's crazy. I don't know if it's like caramel, but kind of nutty. Definitely a lot of wood flavor, like barrel flavor. Chacha says sold 22 racks of ribs for Labor Day. Was a good day. Yeah, it was. Over the top chilling. Thank you. Basically, you get smoke flavor to the ground beef. All right. Nice, nice, nice. There's the link to the short video or the short video I put up yesterday. It will make sense, or yeah, I think it was yesterday. It will make sense when you see the video that's going up tomorrow. Victor commented, he's like, why would you do this? Why are you doing that? I'm like, this was the test. This was only a test. And yeah. Blind Man says, wow, Quentin, that sounds good. Yeah. You know, one of the things that cracks me up is when people speak in acronyms. You know, tell me it's over the top chili, or yeah, tell me it's over the top chili, then start using the acronym. Quentin says, Blind Man, it's absolutely amazing. Highly recommend it. Come on, you. When you coming over? When you bringing me some? Cause I was just about to say, Terry, what's up, Terry? He says, hey yo, Dash. Hey yo, Terry, how you doing this evening? Bro, you can't barbecue. I thought you knew the lingo. Just because I'm good at barbecue doesn't mean I remember every single acronym that someone decides to make up. And just because it is adopted, it doesn't mean that I adopted it. I'm just gonna call it chili, man. I don't. So here's one of the things that's crazy. My barbecue is keeping it simple barbecue. I will cook some things on the smoker from time to time, but the majority of my barbecue is selling food to people who want and expect basic barbecue. That is one of the things that I don't know how I can't. I've tried to convey that message very often from the rooftops, and I'm not the one that's doing crazy outlandish experimentations with food that I'm cooking, because I'm cooking to be paid. I'm not just cooking, like, if I'm cooking dinner, I'm just going to cook something regular for dinner most of the time. Every now and again, I might cook something on a smoker or on a grill for dinner, but probably 80-85% of the things I cook, I'm getting paid for. Trust and believe. So there's that. So let's see. Taco Guy says, hi Dash, been watching your videos last few days, weeks. You've inspired me to try to give the barbecue business another try. Life circumstances kept getting in the way the last few times. Well, let the food speak for itself, and everything else should fall into place, man. Hogs and smoked ground beef and spaghetti changed my life. So here's the thing with that, right? My kids would be a fan of that. My wife would not. I would be a fan of that. My wife would not. My wife is like, just because you can put smoke on it doesn't mean you should. And I totally agree. Totally agree. There's no reason to smoke any and everything just because you can. Oh, I have a smoker. I'm going to smoke. Insert something that doesn't need to be smoked here. Ground beef, though, not a bad idea. I am not a meatloaf fan, but when I smoked a meatloaf, yo, it tasted like a burger, like a smoked burger, and I was okay with eating it. That was like the only or one of the most recent times where I voluntarily ate meatloaf. Other like I won't say a lot, but voluntarily ate a healthy portion of meatloaf was when I put it on the smoker. Go to bed, dude. All right, get your homework done, then go to bed, dude. Hey, thanks for taking the trash out without me having to say anything. Are you turning over a new leaf? Or you just get tired of hearing me?
I just wanted to do it to build momentum.
All right. Good. Hog said smoked ground beef. Okay, I read that one. Terrace is doing good. How are you? How am I? I am fine, man. I'm doing fantastic as well. Dave says, send me some, Quentin. Chachi says, in that short, it looked like the foil was kicking your butt. So the whole thing is, the piece of foil that I used, I put two pieces of foil together. And I don't think that I said that in the video because I tried not to have the actual me placing the foil down in the video because inside the kitchen with the microphone, that's a decent microphone, yo, if somebody's watching with headphones or, you know, in a quiet place, all you're going to hear is that foil crinkling and crackling. So it was two pieces of foil, like width-wise, wide, so that I could not make a mess. Like, I season my briskets on aluminum. Excuse me. Whew. Giving me a little bit of indigestion there. Actually, it might have been the cheesesteak I had for dinner. But I season my briskets on my kitchen countertop with aluminum foil underneath. Not everybody does it. You might put it on the cutting board. You might put it on a cookie sheet or a baking sheet or something like that. But that's just an extra dish. So I rather put it on aluminum foil. It makes my cleanup in my kitchen faster. It makes me, like, usually I'm seasoning right on that foil. I'm trimming on the foil, and then I turn around and put the seasoning on that same foil. So Hog says stick to the basics and master them. Hog said I will smoke a cigar, then smoke the cigar. I'll smoke a cigar. Let's smoke this cigar. All right. Steven, he says, Ayo, Dash and Peeps, good evening. Yes, indeed. Steven, hopefully everything is well with you and yours. Best Philip Philly cheesesteaks are from Charlie's. This is a damn fool. You know, it's funny. So I got this cheesesteak from one of the best places in the city. It's called Delisandro's, right? So I usually get a triple cheesesteak with fried onions or onions fried in with the meat and salt, pepper, ketchup. In my excitement when I was there over the weekend, I did not get ketchup on my cheesesteak. So I had to wait. I specifically wanted some spicy ketchup to put on my cheesesteak. I was able to get the spicy ketchup yesterday, so my second steak, I did not eat it until tonight for dinner, and it was so fantastic with the room temperature ketchup that I warmed up. Yes. From that little sip? Wow. That's good. Yeah. My wife says she can't feel her face from this little sip of the brandy that she had. Can you check on the cat, Master? You heard because you stopped and paused and.
No, I stopped to eavesdrop.
Mm-hmm. Oh well.
You're good. You're good. You love me. You're good. Yeah, I'm right here.
James says, bro, I'll give you 3 bass lessons to taste lesson number 2, 3, and 1. It was taste lesson number 1. Hog says your son is displaying the discipline of the high standards. I don't think he would go into the Marines. If anything, I'm gonna say I would send him, but I would encourage him to go into the Air Force. Steven says all good, bro. Reciprocations to you and yours, yes. Ketchup on the cheesesteak is fantastic. Lou Calamadas, what's going on this evening, Lou? How has school been? I know you just started first day of school, depending on where you I'm gonna say when you went back. Uh hopefully everything is good with you, Lou. You good with you and the fam especially. It's been a couple weeks, but we don't I'm not holding that against you yet. Yet. Just don't start talking about ketchup on a cheesesteak being bad or needing to put your ketchup inside the refrigerator. And then, you get banned or put on timeout for a couple minutes. Mmm. Baby, Jimmy says, tell Mrs. Dash I have her pans boxed up. I just need to get them to the post office.
Pants? What pants?
She said, pans? What pans?
There's pants?
Oh boy, here she comes. Yeah, he said there's pans.
Yay!
Hog says, oh yes, I concur with him going Air Force. Yes, indeed. Yes, look, call it what you will. I mean, that's just like right now with, all of the sports he's played. The one sport I would not like him to play is football because of the concussions and things like that. But he's doing baseball, he'll do basketball when, say when he chooses, and he's doing soccer. Those are safer. Just like the Air Force would be the safest military organization. Would you like another sip?
No.
Yes, you should. Take one more, then you'll go to sleep.
I'm gonna go to sleep with or without it.
So then take another one so you can be with it.
I'm good.
No, you're walking straight. No, you need more.
But my head is cloudy.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
With a chance of meatballs?
This is like that.
You better get her up. Roll her over. Victor says, what is that? Oops, I forgot. Yeah, Loses. Yeah, we started last week. Kids are wild. Yes, indeed. You gotta, I won't say tame them, but you have to quell them after being out of school all summer long. You gotta, get them, just yank the reins every now and again. Victor, how's everything going? Jimmy says, I'll send you something too. Ooh, 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 ooh. I has excite. Lou's life has been crazy to say the least. Hopefully all is well with your new digs, Lou. I will say I didn't forget. But yes, man, I'm hoping all is well. Hog says shots. She took a sip of this brandy, and it was just to make sure I wasn't crazy. And she was like, "Okay, that's that's pretty good." So, I am. I'll say obviously I am also feeling swell right now. Josh just said I wish I could have a real cheesesteak. No, you don't, because you wouldn't even appreciate it. You wouldn't even like it. You know why? Because you had garbage that, for all of your life living in Houston. You wouldn't know how to appreciate a good cheesesteak. Seriously. Loses my feeling on ketchup. It is fantastic. It makes things better. It just doesn't belong on a hot dog. Just my opinion. Lou, let me ask you this in all earnesty and honesty. Have you ever had spicy ketchup from Lidl? I'm telling you, dog. Spicy ketchup from Lidl. I used to be a staunch. I only put ketchup on French fries. Yeah, that was it. Oh, and cheesesteaks. That was it. Like, every now and again on a fried chicken wing, some salt, pepper, ketchup, and hot sauce. But I want to say I haven't had to put salt, pepper, ketchup, and hot sauce on a chicken wing in a while after this. I won't say discovering, but after starting to put sriracha on my fried chicken wings, or if I make a buffalo sauce or something like that, I don't need ketchup in with the salt, pepper, and the ketchup on the wings. But if you go to a Chinese food store, it's gonna be salt, pepper, ketchup, hot sauce. Boom. Get some cheese fries, ketchup. French fries, ketchup. That is really the extent of what I put ketchup on. Until I'm gonna say discovered, until I started using spicy ketchup. Spicy ketchup on a hot sausage dog with some mustard, bruh. Talk about a game changer. Jimmy, I expect to see a comment down below. Richard says I'm outside trying to eat some pulled pork sandwiches. The Yellow Jackets want me to share. Susie! She says, hey, fam. Well, she says, hi, fam. What's up, Sue? Hi, Susie. How are you this evening, Susie? Susie did a cook and she tagged me on Instagram, and she said I was her mentor. I was her mentor. What? That is so what's up. Holy cow! What in the world, Susie? Yo, what? I am, but still but what? Thank you, Susie, for the donation. That that's, Susie, I'm telling you that goes directly to energy drinks, and it would and this stuff. So, thank you so very much, Susie. I appreciate it. So Susie, tonight you missed it. This is a brandy. I got this brandy from my guy back real early this year. I don't know if it was at the end of January or early February, but I put this spiral stave in it and I aged it for 6 months. This has been sitting since February, so since Valentine's Day, and it says peach brandy thumper with thumper. So he said he ran the brandy with the thumper, and man, you can't tell me nothing that this isn't like a middle of the road, a fantastic jar or something. I feel like I need to get my refractometer is what it's called, to check the alcohol in this. So it's crazy. My guy started giving me liquor, and he didn't know exactly what proof it was. So I bought the thing to be able to tell what the proof was, so that I could know for myself. He's one of these guys. Oh, that's about. I need to know for sure, because if I'm gonna drink it while I'm talking to y'all, I need to know what trouble I'm gonna get into. Let's put it that way. Lou said, appreciate your concern. I can't tell you how much I look forward to these streams. No problem, Lou. Lidl. And, similar to Aldi. Aldi. If you have them in your area, yeah. Susie, I said Lucy. Damn it, Lou, and you, Brandy. Susie says I'm late. Dash got something for it. Oh, well, yeah, I see. I saw. So it is. Hold on 1 second, Lou. I will show you what Brandy is. It just says spicy ketchup. Spicy ketchup blended with jalapenos by Lidl. Lidl. Good night. She gave me the deuces. What's wrong? My wife is. Yeah, she's so pretty, but she's sneaky. I didn't hear you. Oh. Hog said he might put mayo on a cheesesteak. I do, actually. I love mayo on a cheesesteak.
Who doesn't put mayo on a cheesesteak?
Yeah, right. Hog. Who doesn't? My wife said, who doesn't put mayo on a cheesesteak? If you know what's good for you, you're gonna put mayo on a cheesesteak. My wife puts sriracha on everything. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Susie. She said I am her mentor. That's what's up. What spicy ketchup do you use? Oh, I'm catching up. You help me. I appreciate you. 2 back-to-back catering events. When I eat, you eat. Well, dang, Susie, that's what's up. We shoot. I'll cheers to that. I appreciate that. For real. I'll drink to that for sure. Jeremy says, I've been making half ketchup and half sriracha for like 10 years. It has been my barbecue base for years. Nice. Hug said I put raisins in my shine for about a month. Brandy all day long. Uh, so I don't know. I'm gonna say I don't know about that one. So are you doing? And golly, man, I have gone down a slippery slope trying to understand the difference between like bourbon, rye, whiskey, moonshine, and brandy. From what I understood, brandy is when your mash is fermented on fruit. A rye, a whiskey, a bourbon are all when you're, and moonshine as well, for the most part, when you are fermenting on a grain. So oats, corn, barley, yeah. So peach brandy, banana brandy, apple brandy, mango brandy, mandarin brandy, some other fruits, watermelon brandy. Those are all, again, when you ferment on a fruit or with a fruit in the mash, or well, when you ferment with fruit in the mash, your distillate is a brandy. The the stuff coming off the still distillate is a brandy. When you're fermenting on grain, from what I understand, that is when you have the beginnings of a brandy, a rye, or whiskey. Well, those are all whiskeys, but a, well, not a brandy. I'm sorry, a rye whiskey, a bourbon whiskey, or a regular whiskey. I'm still learning. I'm learning. Remember, you guys who've been here with me, I'm still trying to learn how to bourbon. Just took a screenshot of what, Lou? Oh, okay. Of the. All right, that makes sense. Of the ketchup bottle. It does not need to be in the fridge. You will use it before anything. Yeah. Does it taste like sriracha or more like Tabasco? Neither. It's just, it is. I don't know if I've done this. It's just like, gosh, I don't want to get ketchup on. Let's put it in the, yeah. Whew. It. So, it just tastes like. I mean, it really tastes like hot sauce and ketchup. Like, but like a, not like a Crystal hot sauce, because Crystal is more salt and not as hot as a Tabasco. It's like, it's Goldilocks, right? You know, Goldilocks, just right ketchup. It definitely has a little bit of a kick, but it's jalapenos. So jalapenos, like if it were ghost pepper or like a Thai chili or something like that, I'd be like sweating right now. But it's just a jalapeno. If you can eat a jalapeno, you'll be fine eating or having this. It's just enough kick to know that there's something different about it, and it really is just like a thick hot sauce. If that, mm, it really. So, I don't think I've ever just had it straight up like licking it off my hand. But there you go. Lou, you're welcome. Everyone, thank Lou. Taco Guy says I dip my fries in mayo. Nothing wrong with that, man. That's what the Swedes do. I think it's Swedes. They do that. And then, I mean, the special sauce on McDonald's Big Mac is just mayo and ketchup. Lucy's getting me in the mood for a cheesesteak now. We should go to Philly and go to the Poppy store. I'm not getting a cheesesteak from a Poppy store, dog. I'll go get candy from a Poppy store. But if I'm going to get cheesesteak, yeah. Susie says you sent me a video for smoked turkey legs. Wondering if the chat fam smoked turkey legs. Do y'all brine them? Do you put seasoning inside and outside of the skin? Thanks, everyone. So the last time I did turkey legs, I do not remember if I brined them. If I did brine the turkey legs, it was very quick, like a very short brine. But that's a good question for everyone. We are close enough to the second hour. So Susie is asking us. Susie is going to be smoking some turkey legs, and she would like some advice from you guys, the barbecue fam. What say ye? Actually, before ye get into saying what ye say, please hit that thumbs up button for me. There are 24 of you guys here on the live stream right now, and I only see 11 likes. If you could please get that like number up to match the number of folks that are on the live stream, I'd greatly appreciate it. So Jeremy says rye is sprouted from fermented. Rye is sprouted fermented whiskey, and then you have cognac. Cognac is brandy. No, cognac is whiskey in wine barrels, isn't it, or wine casks? Chachi says I love Whataburger spicy ketchup. Susie says in Texas we have Whataburger spicy ketchup. Right, Goldilocks ketchup. Goldilocks ketchup. Yes. Susie says exactly, Chachi. Yo. Steven says Tabasco hot. This man eats the Trinidad scorpion peppers for like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And he said Tabasco hot. LOL. He says, just has a nice flavor to me. Love it on eggs. Yo, Jeremy says 50-50 is the game changer. Yes. Jeremy says, yo, what's up, y'all? Hey Jeremy, how you doing? Well, my spell check wasn't working. Sorry. It's alright. Special sauce from McDonald's has no ketchup. There's something in there. Grumpus! I feel underdressed because I know Grumpus is wearing a Hawaiian shirt. At least, Grumpus, you better have on a Hawaiian shirt. You better not be watching my videos shirtless. That's a whole nother topic for a whole nother discussion. Luz is mayo, and Dusseldorf mustard is the base. Alright. Sugar is salt for turkey. Sugar and salt for turkey brine. Yes. So, if I were doing a turkey brine, I probably would do like, well, it would depend on how much brine I was doing first. But, I mean, I would really keep it simple. For every gallon of brine I would make, I might do half a cup, maybe because it's just a turkey leg. It's not a whole turkey, so maybe I would do half a cup of sugar, half a cup of salt, and a gallon of water, and then however, like, I don't know if I would make it and then kind of store it to. It's just put shirt back on. Thank you, appreciate that. I'm not trying to see your pierced nipples. I would maybe make a big batch of this brine, and if I was going to be doing turkey legs often, then I could probably just splash and use what I needed. When I made bacon, I made a big batch of bacon of a cure, and I didn't just make enough for that particular side. I would say pork belly. Excuse me. I didn't make enough for that pork belly. I made a decent amount, and I put it into a container so that the next time I was making bacon, I could just use that container and go from there. Grumpus says shirts are given, pants. All right. That's understandable. Victor says I'll say the simple answer: doing a brine on any turkey parts or chicken, for that matter, it will only improve the moisture level. So you can't go wrong unless you over brine it, unless you let it sit in there for too long. Jeremy says just made a picnic pork Puerto Rican still. Just made a picnic pork Puerto Rican still white rice eating good. All right. Jeremy says yes, Victor. Yes, Victor. Again, I'm gonna say only caveat is if you over brine it. If you have too much salt, too much sugar in your brine, or too much salt usually in your brine, and you let it sit in the brine for too long. Also, Add a little bit of seasoning, though I don't really think the seasoning is gonna do much. That sounds like, I won't say sounds like, that seems like that could be up for an experiment at some point. Jeremy says, yes, you can't. He says, yes, you can't over brine. Yes, you can over brine. What did you make in a huge PR? Oh. Susie says, what did you make? I'm a huge Puerto Rican fan. Yes, Susie, you have to proofread before you set boom. Look, all-purpose brine, 1 gallon water, 1 cup table salt, 1 cup sugar, 1 cup brown sugar. Okay. Travis, what up, dog? Travis, it was something I wanted to tell you the other day. I can't remember what it was. I can't. Oh man. I was thinking about you, and it might have been just like, I won't say after we talked, but I'll say, oh well. But it'll come to me later. You'll get a text message in the middle of the night or early in the morning or something like that. Jamie says, okay, Dash, what brand is the spicy ketchup to buy? I have found 2 I like so far. So this is Lidl. Lidl is I won't say up and coming, but it is a grocery store chain. It's of German origin. A few years ago, Lidl was one of the fastest growing supermarket chains. The problem is where you guys live, you have Kroger and you have HEB or you have Piggly Wigglies or you have other things, and there's no space for this. This is Lidl is a no frills type of place. I remember as a kid in Philly, we had Pathmark, right? And Pathmark had like your national brands, your like I don't say discount brands, and then they had no frills. The no frills stuff was the stuff that was like potato chips. You ain't know what kind of what flavor it was. It came in like a white and black. Like yo, it was no color on the bag. It was a white bag with black writing. Potato chips, pretzels, peanut butter. I mean, it was just no frills, no extra. No, like I said, no color, no nothing. Lidl is kind of like a Save a Lot or all Aldi, however you want to pronounce it. Aldi is how I'm pronouncing it today. But Save a Lot, so they are like second or third tier grocery stores where your Wegmans, your Harris Teeter, your I want to say Kroger, but Kroger might be like middle tier grocery stores, or those high end grocery stores, depending on where you are. And Lidl is definitely on the lower end of that scale, just because like you go into Lidl and the stuff in Lidl is just fine, man. I mean, I'm balling on a budget, so going into Lidl, getting some things, like decent yogurts and stuff for the kids and vegetables and fruits and things like that. I'll take it. I discovered the spicy ketchup one day. We were in there and I was like, oh, spicy ketchup, spicy and ketchup, like that might be good on a hot sausage. And boy, was it ever. So yes. There are also other brands of spicy ketchup. It's just if I'm going to be, it's one of those things where if we go into Sam's or Costco, I'm spending $400 or $500. So when I can go to Lidl and spend $40 or $50 and get lots of things that I need for my house, basic things, I'll do that. I will do that, my wife and I. You can over brine a something. Chachi says, how am I falling asleep before Dash today? I don't know. It must be this thing in my eye. I mean, it must be this thing in my eye, Chachi. But always rinse off after brine. I disagree there. I disagree. The whole thing is, Susie says, yes, it's my fingernails. I understand, Susie. There's nothing wrong with that. Hey, a quick reminder, we are in the second hour. So now I want to say it's kind of off limits or anything goes. But also, please, if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up button for me. And I haven't even said my whole spiel. It really does make me feel better about doing these videos. It helps these videos. Doesn't cost you a thing. And I'm going to say thank you if you do. I don't know. I'm trying to change it up a little bit today. So Victor says, but always rinse off after brine. I do not rinse after brining. I don't. Um, I, damn it. My wife just like splashed me with. She had a cup that she just rinsed out, and she splashed me with the remnants of the cup. I'm about to throw something at her. Actually, I don't have to throw it. It's a shoe up. I was so hot.
Ouch!
I didn't even pull it back hard.
You got me in the loose skin.
Look, I don't miss. You come at the king, you better not miss. um, Jeremy says brown sugar is where it's at. All right. Look, Grumble says HEB for the win. The Puerto Rican shoulder is called pernil. Yes. Oh man, pernil is a thing. Like you go into so the pernil is a picnic, a pork shoulder picnic. The pernil is the piece that looks like the ham, and it has the big, and I can show you because the shoulder, the butt is the clavicle portion. This part, the pernil is the picnic, which is the first, let's say third or first half of the front leg, and the pernil has the thick piece of or the thick skin and fat on it that a lot of Puerto Ricans love to cut off and make the cracklings from. Sean says, HEB gang. Sean, hi. How you doing? Maybe I missed it when you came in, but you just start coming out talking about HEB. He says, and then he's, cheering Grumpus on. He says, darn right, Grumpus. Jeremy says, yeah, rinse dry, then season for the smoke. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it with the brine on it so that the seasoning can adhere to the brine. Now, I also suggested using a half a cup of sugar and salt. So I'm using less, so therefore it might not be as salty and might not need to be rinsed off. Your mileage may vary. You get to experiment and figure out what you like. Zardrell, what's going on, sir? How you doing? Zardrell reminded me earlier this week how long he's been watching me on YouTube. And I'm just going to tell you, it's been longer than 10 years. Thanks, Zardrell. Thanks, Zardrell. Like, big thanks. Steven says adding seasoning to a brine doesn't do much for the flavor. Salt, sugar, and peppercorns. That's it. I agree, Steven, but, it's one of those things where it makes me feel better about myself, I guess. Victor says, once I forgot to steelhead fillet in the brine for 3 or 4 days. However, it came out great. Definitely rinsed it well. Always consider smoking shorter if you long brine. Laura's here. She says, hey Dash, all stops to my seer. What, Laura? I'm sorry. Susie says, thanks everyone for your I thought it was going to say Uber. For your brine sharing, yes. Jeremy says, dude, Lowry seasoned salt with pepper is the truth. Jeremy, so I use Lowry seasoned salt almost like on an everyday, but I use Lowry seasoned salt when I'm doing different things. I don't know if I would use Lowry's seasoned salt with a brine. That could be something to try, though, at some point, if I remember. Laura, just that one, you caught me the first time. Victor says, Dash, I've been doing brines over 30 years. You're not using the brine effectively, but if it works, don't change it. I sure won't. I just, I have learned to take what folks say on the internet, and not just on the internet, but in the comments, on the live streams, in the comment, I want to say in the comments of my Instagram posts, in real life phone calls. I take it under advisement. I do not want to over brine something. I am typically cooking for other people. That's, again, I can't state this enough. Majority of the things that I'm cooking for other folks. and I'm cooking for other folks to be paid for. So I cannot run the risk of over seasoning something, or I try not to run the risk of over seasoning something because I don't want to have to issue a refund if someone complains about something. So that's why Jeremy says cooking a whole shoulder is me. All right, Laura, hush. Terry says, "Hey, Terry." Jeremy says, "Per 5 gallons." No, I mean I was thinking making a 1 gallon batch. My seat. Hold on, let's see. Let me try to read what Laura says. Oh, hey Dash, all stomps to my seat. Okay. Oh, I guess she's saying hey Dash, hey everybody, and she stomps to her seat. All right, now I got it. She saw the yawn. Brines and seasonings are two separate techniques. Agreed, agreed. Lowry's and Tony's are household staples. I swear, Laura. Steven says Dash totally agreed. Was going to put that in the previous comment, but thought I was the only one that felt that way. No, I take it under advisement. Steven, I've been doing stuff on YouTube way too long that, bruh, you do what you gonna do for you. I do what I'm gonna do for me. That being said, have you noticed I typically don't tell you what and or how I'm seasoning something? I do that for a reason. The reason is you season how you want your food to be seasoned. I will be here to help you cook it. I will be here to help you with advice to say, if you're cooking for X number of people, you might need this amount of food. If you're cooking for this amount of people, you might need this amount of food. If you need to serve your food at this time, you might need to start cooking your food at this time. Oh, and this time is when you take it off the smoker, and this time is when you wrap it up, and this time is when you slice it, and this time is for when you reheat. Again, and this time is when you serve it. So you go from the time you need to serve it backwards to the time you need to start cooking it. And then you fill in the holes. That's what I'm here to do. That's what I'll help you do. Fill in the holes, fill in the gaps, you know? Grumpy says I tried an envelope of dirty chicken soup and a gallon of water. Was overnight chicken brine. Turned out pretty tasty. Nice. A envelope of dry chicken soup. Nice, nice, nice. Laura said, damn it. I know, Laura. Yo. I'm allergic to Laura. I'm allergic to Laura. I'm telling you, Laura can't comment. I might have to put Laura on timeout. No. So Laura, you missed it. I have been getting up every day at, well, Monday and yesterday I got up at 4:30. This morning I actually woke up at 4 o'clock, 4 a.m. and it is after 10. I woke up at 4 a.m. this morning, got in the shower, got dressed, and went to the gym. And was at the gym at 4:45. It's not an excuse. I'm just letting you know what the deal is. So there are probably going to be more and more of those, you know, the Y word, coming soon, because I'm trying to stick with it and get into the gym. Jeremy says anything that is clear, brine, or injection is best. People don't see any injection pockets. Victor says excuses. In 30 plus years, I have never over brine, but I thought I messed up on that. Still had big time, but it was still great. I'm not saying it's an excuse, Victor. I'm just saying that I have to cater to other people's tastes. You might not be as hypersensitive as someone else is to salt, so you might be fine with it. I just, like I said, I have to play it safe. You know, you go to a restaurant and then you complain about something not being seasoned well enough. The whole point is they're catering to multiple types of people. Um, Jeremy, I figured you were talking about you won't see injection pockets. I think I read it that way. So you can get a flavor bomb and spread the wealth of flavor. Yeah, but just as I do want to try some lollies in a brine maybe next week. I'll do smoked turkey. Good suggestion to whoever mentioned it. Hog says Goya seasoning is good in chicken. Let it sit overnight. Deep red color. Laura's laughing. Am I crazy? Who wants to exercise that early? I know, but see, the way my day is set up, I don't always typically have the ability to go to the gym later in the day. So I'll lose an hour or so of sleep and I will go to the gym. Those are I won't say those are the sacrifices, but that is a sacrifice I am willing to make for the betterment of myself. Hog said Victor at ease. Grumba says Dash's target is consistency, whereas we're looking for the holy grail of flavor to our taste. Two different points of view. Grumpus, I think you are one of the first people to understand exactly what and or how I cook. I'm gonna read it again for those of you in the back that didn't hear it, or for Laura, because I know she's probably going to get coffee right now. Dash's target is consistency, whereas we, those of you guys who are cooking, just doing backyard barbecue and cooking for your friends and your family, or for your family, or for yourself, we are looking for the holy grail of flavor to our taste. Two different points of view, two different perspectives. I won't say point of view, but two different perspectives. And there's nothing wrong with what you are suggesting, Victor. That is just not how I am trying to prepare the food for the people who are paying me for it. Mr. Silver Bart, what's up, man? He said restaurants use a ton of salt. It depends on what restaurant you go to, man. Marlin. He says, hey, yo, Dash and fam. Laura says, hey, first love. Steven says, my wife is sensitive to salt in potatoes, so I have to be careful when adding it. Grumba says, Marlin. Quentin says, it's funny you bring up the seasoning when just 2 weeks ago y'all were saying you wouldn't lighten up your seasonings to accommodate your customers. It's not that I wouldn't lighten up my seasoning. My seasoning is a mix. And that mix, I can't take out the one component that they say is too heavy or too much. I will use less of the mix, but using less of the mix will take away from the overall flavor. If someone is hypersensitive to salt, they're going to be, I won't say point blank, they're hypersensitive. They're going to focus on the salt and not allow the other seasonings, the other flavors to make it whole. They will focus on the salt. It's like me. I'm not a fan of coconut. I love carrot cake, and probably 75-80% of carrot cake has coconut in it. But with that 75-80% of carrot cakes that have coconut in it, 25% don't put so much coconut into a carrot cake that you can actually taste the carrot cake. Does that make sense? I'm hoping that makes sense. And this is my own, analogy. Does our PB go up? Yeah. Does our blood pressure go up? Yeah, pretty much. No. Had it before I can't. No. Bless you. Grover says, I couldn't spell perspective. He couldn't spell perspective. Evan the Pink. Sally is salty, Steven. Even the pink Himalayan salt, Steven. Gosh, I had to decipher that, Laura. Laura, maybe you do need to go get your coffee right now. Um, Victor says, Dash, I cook mostly for others, bro, so don't use that excuse. Someday you will hopefully trust the process. I do cooks for consistency, 30 plus years of consistency. I don't experiment on brine. Victor, I hear you, man. I hear you. But the folks you're cooking for and the folks I'm cooking for, and this is one of those things. If you do a competition down south, those judges down south are looking for something. If I do a cooking competition in the Northeast, those judges are looking for something. If I do a cooking competition in the Pacific Northwest, those judges are looking for something. It's regional. It's regional. I'm not taking anything away from what you're saying, Victor. I'm just saying for the folks that I'm cooking for, I'm cooking the way that I'm cooking. And that's it, man. Just let it go, Victor. Let it go. I understand that you do what you do for you. I'm saying what I do for me, and there's nothing wrong with what you're doing. I'm nothing wrong with it. I just do things a little differently, and I've been saying the same thing from from jump. I use less salt and less sugar, but I mean, Laura says I use it a bit. I'm not a huge fan of salt. Nice. Grumpus says, Victor, Dash, don't make me stop the car. Look, who wants Dash to cook a coconut crab? No, I'm not cooking a coconut crab. You get the truth. I try not to use salt, but use other seasonings and let people eat my food. Decide how much salt to put on it. Nice. Hog says, Victor, you keep stating 30 years. You can still learn. I hope. That part. KB says, Dash, you have noticed a real difference if you season your brisket the same day of the cooks versus seasoning it the day before. No, I have not. So KB, majority of the time, and this is one of those things, majority of the time, I season my brisket as I am starting my smoker. So that whole let the smoker come up to temperature is when I'm seasoning my briskets if I'm doing a single brisket. If I'm doing multiple briskets, I might season those briskets ahead of time, only because like trimming and seasoning those briskets, depending on how many briskets I'm cooking, could take me an hour. My smoker coming up to temperature could take 15-20 minutes. So I don't want to waste fuel while waiting for my trimming and seasoning of briskets. But if I'm seasoning one brisket, maybe one pork shoulder, and I'm putting it on Vicky, the insulated vertical smoker, I will go start Vicky, come back in the house, trim, season my brisket, trim, season my pork shoulder. By the time I trim and season the pork shoulder and the brisket, I can throw it right on the smoker, even if the smoker hasn't come up to temperature, or even if it's not fully finished getting all that smoke out. It's gonna be fine because that little bit of getting to that point is all of 10 or 15 minutes. It's not like it's an hour sitting in dirty smoke or something like that. That the cooker comes up to temperature pretty quickly, and the coals get right because that's a charcoal smoker. The coals get right in that cooker pretty quickly, and that thick white smoke has dissipated within 30 minutes, 45 minutes max of me lighting sitting with the torch, like trying to get that thing going. Obviously, if I'm using charcoal briquettes, that startup time could be a little different than if I'm using lump charcoal. Obviously, we all know lump charcoal gets lit hotter, faster, and you can go from there. Laura says she can't spell tonight. It's all right, Laura. I won't hold it against you. Kazim, he said the NFL is back. I feel like you need to have more song. Silver Bart says if you are going to brine a chicken or turkey, does it help to poke holes deep into the breast meat? I don't poke holes in my poultry. I don't inject into my poultry. I do not like to see, and I said this before, I don't like to see track marks. I don't want to see where that injection site was. I have not played or toyed with the idea of using, there's a specific name for this particular tool that has like a bunch of knives and you can use it to help tenderize a steak. I have not used something like that on a chicken or turkey breast. But in my opinion, you probably would want to season it first and then use that little pokey hole thing to try and get some of those seasonings down into the breast meat. Kazim said, I'm pissed. I missed out on your brisket. I was out of town when you posted it to the gram. So, Kazim, it's one of those things, man. Every now and again, if you say, hey, I need X number of pounds of brisket, then I will start cooking for you, and whatever's left over is what's left over. But, Kazim, this three series of videos is from when I sold that brisket online on Instagram recently. So just to, for those of you guys who are following me on Instagram, for it to come full circle, the whole thing was I went, and so where I charge my car is at a Walmart. My electric car charges at an Electrify America station. The Electrify America station I go to happens to be in a Walmart parking lot. I went inside and I said I was going inside because I wanted something I needed in the Walmart, and I said, oh, you know what? When I charge the car, I'm going to Walmart, and I got what I needed, and I said, you know what? Let me look, let me see. And sure enough, there was briskets, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna buy one of these briskets just because. So I bought the brisket just because, and I took it home and I cooked it, and I said, you know what? I keep seeing folks sliced briskets wrong. So I said, I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna do a video, and this is the video. With the videos. Marlon says, but you're not from the South. You are damn right I am not, but I live in the South, Marlon. Susie says, okay, I'm changing direction here. Go Eagles. Thanks, Susie. I appreciate that. Victor says, not competition, no, just guests and customers. Yeah. That's so I'm guessing different states, different taste buds. Definitely. Different regions. And it's not necessarily states, it's regional. There are different regions like different things. Just like there are things that I can get in this DC, Maryland, Virginia area that I cannot get in Pennsylvania, and vice versa. Yo, one of the main things, and some of you guys who are in the DMV, and this is where I need my cousin, because she will probably pipe up about this, Mambo sauce. I don't get it. I don't like it. I don't want it. You can keep that Mambo sauce. Mambo sauce is basically like a sweet and sour sauce for fried chicken. And it's a DC thing, where I want salt, pepper, ketchup, and hot sauce on my wings. Folks in DC want Mambo sauce. I don't get it. Like, to the point where they sell Mambo sauce. Like, there is a guy, and I know him on Instagram, but we follow each other on Instagram, and he runs I think it's called like Capital Mambo Sauce, something like that. And I mean, he's making good money selling Mambo sauce in supermarkets, and it's not just local to DC. I can go to I feel like I might actually have some in this house, because someone gifted me some, because I won't say down, but I'm not a fan of Mambo sauce, and they're like, you gotta try this one, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna try it because I don't like Mambo sauce. It's just not my thing. Victor says, oh, I'm still learning, but my brines are mostly set. I'm interested in doing a Lowry's and a brine next week. That'll be for me though. Grumpy says, I trim season my brisket, then start the fire. Takes an hour for the pit to come up to temp. Brisket sweats in nicely by then. Exactly. There's no need to poke holes in your meat for brine. We agree there, Victor. Susie says, good question, Mr. Silverbart. He said, thank you. Like we on a talk show. Good answer. Good answer. Steven says the word you're looking for is jacquard. Oh yes, it is. It is a jacquard. Thank you, Steven. The kitchen tools, the tenderizer protein, definitely jacquard. Kazim says I still need help to run my 120-gallon reverse smoker. I've been using my Traeger Pro for my cooks at the moment. Nice. Yo, you must have heard me talking about you, Ricer, or somebody went to his video and told you. Did someone tell you? Someone went to your video and told you. Is that what it is? Or did you hear me talking about you? Which one was it, Ricer? Which one was it? Tell me. Hog says, okay, Susie, that Eagles comment can get you removed from the chat immediately. Your clearance is also almost revoked. Nah, man. Nah, Susie can stay. She gets a pass. She keeps rooting for the Eagles. She's rooting for the Eagles, you know. I'm all for it. Susie, do you need me to pull down a hat, Susie? I have plenty. There's the Eagles hat. And there's the Eagles hat. And that's Johnny, you know, that, oh, damn it, it's backwards for me. That's Johnny from View to a Grill. But there's the Eagles hat. And there's an Eagles hat. And that's Marcus and Jamie. Oh, Marcus was here earlier. Damn it, this is really hard being intoxicated and being backwards. So that's the Crimson Creek Smokehouse hat there. Come on, there we go. Come on, live. All right, gotta make sure my video is still going. Ricer says, how is everyone doing? Fantastic, dude. Grumpus says, every barbecue region will die on their regional hill, period. Even if Texas does it the right way. Sure. Texas does it the right way. Texas does it the Texas way. I'm late to the party, but I'm not a fan of shorts. Ricer, you the one told me. So I said earlier in the video, I asked for someone to go to Ricer's channel and tell him that I listened to him and to take some of the existing content that I already have and to make shorts out of it. Now, are you not a fan of shorts because of the work involved in doing the shorts? Or are you not a fan of shorts just as a viewer? He said, I'm late to the party, but I'm not a fan of shorts. He says, neither. I always say good things about you, Ricer. You know, I said, you know, I said, actually what it was is I said, I'm going to start doing some shorts. I'm going to go back into the videos. And I said, Ricer and I talked about this. So I said, I stopped and I said, hey, I need someone to go to Ricer's channel and tell Ricer, Dash said you were right. And he'll figure out what it is that you guys are talking about. And I said, maybe he won't figure it out. I said, you know what he's going to do? He's going to call me. And he's going to say, hey, buddy. hey, buddy. You know what? I said, Ricer he's a fan. And he cheers for, not just for me, but he cheers for barbecue folks. And I said, you know, Ricer's like, you know what I think, buddy? And you know, hey, man, you know what? I'm just like, hey, buddy. So I was just, you know, I was just playing out the conversation in my mind. That was it, Ricer. But I wanted to tell you, I know we talked about doubling down on shorts or doing YouTube shorts probably 4 to 6 months ago. And I was like, Ricer, I don't know, man. I don't know. And then I edited this series of videos. And I said, you know what? When I'm editing this, I can go back and pull this 1-minute clip, this 30-second clip, this 45-second clip, this 47-second clip, and make it a short. Because you know what? people will appreciate that little nugget of info versus having to sit through a 30-minute video. I mean, that epiphany was like, Ricer was right. And it's not even that Ricer was right. That's just what the platform has pivoted to. Unfortunately. Dang it, Ricer. I wear shorts all year round. Well, you also have to deal with the heat all year round. Victor says, Dash, we agree on most things. We just disagree when, he said, when I'm wrong. Yes, Victor, when you're wrong, I understand. It's okay though, Victor. I don't hold that against you, that you're wrong. And you know what my response to that is, when Victor, when you're wrong, even a broken clock is correct twice a day. He says, okay, no more poking the bear tonight. Susie says, y'all know if Dash or Susie says go Eagles, he's not telling the truth. She said, Eagles hat, yes please. um, Grumpus says, I don't do shorts and I hardly ever watch them. I'm not a big shorts guy either. Silver Bart says, it looks like more and more YouTubers are using pellet smokers. Are they allowed in competitions? Another good question. It is. So Silver Bart, yes, there are. When I did the SCA event, the State Cook-Off Association events, there were one or two people who were using RecTech. RecTech makes a small kettle-sized, I think it's RecTech, a small kettle-sized pellet cooker. And yes, they're allowed. You can cook your steak, at least for the SCA events, on any means, by any means. Let's put it that way. I'm not 100% sure about some of the bigger competitions like KCBS stuff and other things like that, but I want to say I don't see why you couldn't cook it on a pellet. I know people that are using big old full-blown wood-burning smokers. I know people who are using charcoal grills. Excuse me. So I kind of think it's one of those run what you brung type situations. And as long as you turn in the food, you turn in the food. Yeah, right. But you know what? Ricer's work. So Ricer says he doesn't like shorts. And how about this? I hit the nail right on the head, because Ricer, I know how much work Ricer puts into his videos. I know how much work or how high the production value is on Ricer's videos. I want to say it boggles my mind, but I am also still trying to work a full-time job, have a part-time business, have a part-time job, be a father, a family man, a husband, a leader in my community at times. I really don't want to do that anymore, but there are lots of things that I do, and I don't have the time nor the bandwidth or energy to devote as much time and energy that Ricer does into his videos. But there's a reason why Ricer's doing as well as he's doing, and I'll be the first to admit it. It just says even Texas has its regional preferences. Oh yes, indeed. Hog says the way you're pointing at those hats will be the new field sobriety test for law enforcement. Ricer says, ha! Well, I would have called you. True, Victor. We're big enough to be divided. I guess you used telepathy for me to hear you. Yes, indeed, man. I'm telling you, man. I was talking about you. What problems you having with your reverse flow? That's what I use. So, Susie, I bet you, I won't say it's a problem of, but a 120-gallon pit, he probably has too much fire in it. Too much smoke and fire in it. Like, you might need to make your fire smaller, or open it up to get more air, but then you're going to increase your temperatures, which means you're going to need to add some water or something like that to help bring the temperatures down, or make a smaller fire. Ricer says, I so agree with cutting out a great clip on a short or for a short. Just the time for me to do it, gotta be a pain in the butt. So as I am editing, I have started to take and split a clip out, and then I'm dumping them into a dedicated shorts folder, so then I could come back and just add that video to a whole timeline, and I'm going to just basically change the video orientation and zoom in to the point where I don't have any black boxes, because I'm filming everything at 4K and 16:9, but I need that vertical video, so I'm going to kind of fudge it to be vertical. Mr. Silver Bart said, I met a guy from Alaska one time who bragged that they could divide Alaska in half and make Texas the third largest state. I bet they don't have smokers up there though. Mr. Silver Bart, do you not realize that a good, I won't say majority, but a good deal of the Native Americans in Alaska use smokehouses to preserve their salmon and other fish. I won't say salmon, to preserve their fish. So yes, they have smokers up there. Rice said, yes, the Bullseye, cheap pellet grill. Yeah, the Rectech Bullseye, cheap pellet grill, and it has a stupid hot with the right setting. That was Taste Hustle #1 that walked by. Victor says, some folks are doing good shorts. I hated shorts at first, but as creators learn what works, and it's getting better. Yep. Sorry. Laura. There's some shorts I love, but not much food stuff. Rice said, yeah, dude, I created a monster with my production. That's why I've been taking a nice break, enjoying family time, and staying away from the internet some. Yeah, man, it's healthier that way. Ricer, though, you know, that's preaching to the choir, because I'm like, bruh, you know what? I'm just, one of the things I give credit where credit is due, and I said earlier in this video on the live stream, I say in this video, but on the live stream, Ricer and I talked about this 4 to 6 months ago, and at the time I was like, nah, and I think I might have said to Ricer, I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. I try not to tell people no, because I know better than that. I know that seasons change, things change, people's tastes change, people's ideas change, people's ideals change. But at the same time, I know, hog, look, don't do it, because you get me talking about it or thinking about it, and it's like clockwork, especially after being up as long as I've been up today. And I've been drinking. Shoot. Oh, Ricer. I give credit where credit is due, and I said, how do you guys feel about shorts? And this is, I'm starting to come into my own with figuring out how I can apply shorts to the content I already have. Part of the problem I have is I feel like the majority of the things that I need to do have already been said. So what I need to do is find those clips and those bits of information and point them to, in the short form, point them to the long form. And Ricer and I had this discussion 4 to 6 months ago. We had it. And at the time, I couldn't see my nose despite my face. Couldn't see the forest for the trees. I don't know. You insert another one of those analogies right there. Alright? But and I think one of the main reasons is my content, or how I film my videos, is not short form, say ready, but it is not short form. I film long form. I enjoy telling a story. I enjoy that 3-act play, okay, that 3-act story. So for me to film a short and try to get that 3-act story into a minute-long video, that's not something I'm good at. What I am good at is dropping little nuggets here and there, and I sprinkle them throughout the video. And those of you guys who watch the videos long enough know, before you ask a comment and a question, just listen to what else Dash has to say, and he's probably going to answer my question before I even realize that I have that question. I'm pretty intuitive like that when it comes to barbecue, and knowing what thoughts I'm provoking, and I try to stay 1 or 2 steps ahead of you and answer those questions at about the same time those questions develop in your mind. Agree or disagree down in the comments. Da, da, da. Try cutting the splits in half. I would like to keep a good flame with the lower heat overall. Also try moving the coals closer to the firebox door. Yep, closer to the edge. Having your fryer closer to the edge will allow more air in, or colder air, which will help tame that fire. And all that heat and smoke will cook your food and hopefully bring your temperatures down. Victor says they use smokers in Alaska. They do most of the smoke during the warm months, though. Yep. Laura says, love you, Dash. Love to bug you. Yep. Hawks is doing shorts for every... oh, doing shots for every yawn. You're going to be a drunk mofo. As the napkin out, wipe my ketchup hand on. I can't stand to watch videos long enough to put a short out of them. I would have pulled a short out of them. If my man boobs were popular, I would take shorts. YouTube only promotes the lady honkers. Yeah, I don't know, right? So we're gonna see. Victor says, I think shorts are a good way to give your viewers a heads up about a video you have coming up soon. Steven does this some. Yeah. I want to use it to point back to older content. There are a lot of folks that say, oh my gosh, I've been watching, all of your older videos. And I'm like, all right, well, maybe if I put something new out there for a new eye to see, to point back to the old video, someone might be able to find my older videos and or a video period a little easier. You need the man, bro. Stop for flopping. Hog says Dead Broke wants to be canceled. Nah, I see. Hog, I know Ricer. Again, Ricer's one of these people I've talked to on the phone, and Ricer's on my list of people that I need to shake his hand and give him a hug, and like trip him or something. Yo, I seriously, Ricer's one of those people, and this is how you can tell you have a good friend, right? And I want you guys to hear me out. Ricer is one of those people that I can talk to today, not talk to for 6 months, and we'll pick up the conversation exactly where we left off, without skipping or missing a beat. Ricer's cool, and this is one of those things again. Across the internet, you have to know. I won't say your audience. Ricer knows me. I'm his audience, and I vouch for Ricer. So, Susie also. I understand that Susie is I won't say big. She's a closeted Eagles fan, okay? And whenever she talks so highly of the Eagles, I will let it fly, right? Oh, wait. Fly, Eagles, fly. Susie says, oops. Love you, Dash. Oops, Dash. All the taste testers, yes. You can't cancel someone who doesn't care about being canceled, though. There's that. There is that. Yo, when you give 0 fox, you have 0 fox to give, then guess what? If someone tries to take a fox from you, you have got nothing. Nothing. Victor, yes, but haven't in a while, though, yes. Well said, Ricer. Honkers. How about Hooters? Okay, Ricer. You have me saving up for a chamber vac, bruh. Brisket Medic. He says, howdy, y'all. What's up, man? Talking about shorts is good for a good for a panel discussion. So yes, Steven, I do believe you are correct. Um, I don't know if it'll be one of those things where moving forward, if I'm taking shorts from a video, I can post the video on a specific day, and then for the next week, post some shorts or things like that, and then uh, point back to that, I'm gonna say original video, but that long form video. Jimmy said, Rice says, nice, Jimmy. They are so nice, brother. I never knew I needed a chamber so bad until I got one. No worries, Ricer. Cooking, oh yes. It's Ricer, Zach. Ricer. I guess the V is right next to the C. I'll allow it. Oh, yeah, you better have corrected yourself. Don't be disrespecting Ricer by not putting respect on his name. Since I'm not talking to you right now, but Ricer sounds like a really cool guy. Susie, between you and me, he's not. I mean, he thinks he is. He pretends to. Oh shit! I can't. He's cool on the internet. Ricer says he only roots for the Eagles because he wants me happy. Yes, you don't want to see me when I'm angry. Oh, look, Jimmy says, man, Dash, you were going to get a whole family here tonight. Yeah. Rice says, thanks, Susie. I'm your typical clown around fella. Oh, yes. Susie, you know what? You missed it when Ricer used to play the P-break polka. P-break polka. I'm going to leave it at that for a few moments. Then I'm going to explain it to you. Ricer said, it's that dang autocorrect. No, it's not. He made a mistake. The V is right next to the C on the keyboard. He messed up. He did more than mess up. But yeah, he messed up. Don't be trying to get him off the hook. He was all excited like, River! What is this, some like Hollywood kid? Isn't it a naming convention or something? No. His name is Ricer. Ricer. Victor says, Susie, check out Ricer's channel. He does great product reviews. And those products being different grills and cookers. Dude, Ricer has, I'll say, fallen into, but Ricer's in a good place, if you will. I'm going to pour another splash. Just covering my ice that time. Zach said I'm on my phone. Autocorrect will always change Ricer to River. Nope. If you proofread your stuff before you hit enter, you have the power to correct that. It will not always correct it. Ricer to River. John said the Eagles are going to handily lay the smackdown on the Pats this weekend. Thanks for that vote of confidence, John. Mr. Silver Bart says time to watch TV with the wife. Y'all have a great evening. You too, sir. Thank you for hanging out. Zach said, ain't no one got time for that. Hey, Steven has so graciously posted a link to Ricer's channel. Thank you so very much, Steven. Steven is, I want to say my go-to. Steven is the go-to for, he's not even the go-to, he's the GOAT for watching barbecue folks videos and being on live streams. He's so That's why, you know, he is an administrator, because Steven, you know, he gets it. He's a YouTuber that gets it. Susie said, just follow Deadbrook Barbecue. Uh, why would you do that, Susie? His head is gonna swell. uh, I know I say it a lot, but I do really appreciate Steven when he's helping out on the live streams. Steven says, you're most welcome. Night, Laura. Oh, I have to catch up on ones on my faces. Victor says, I do miss the beer polka pee breaks, though. Yes. Laura says, I'm not going, Steven. Oh, see? Listen, I thought you were leaving. Laura's trying to watch me yawn. Alright, I think we're gonna go for another 9 minutes to get to even midnight. Steven, excuse me, Ricer from Deadbrook Barbecue says Steven is the best mod, hands down, in the barbecue family. I second that notion. Definitely, or I second that motion. Laura says, so true, Victor. Steven says, oh, no, what? Oh. Zach says, Grumpus, I was just thinking about you today. How you been? Grumpus said the Astros played the Texas Rangers Little League team. The Astros final was 12 Astros, 3 for the Rangers. Susie says, Grumpus, go to bed. Yeah. The heck? We stopped at 11. Just put the chili on. Has been up since 4 a.m. Has been drinking since 9 p.m. or a little after. Actually, almost 9. Yeah. Marlon says, the hell, Modmaster here. Marlon, you are a fantastic moderator. I won't say for my channel, but Steven, Steven be everywhere. Victor says, well, all Dashes Jones are getting me off the bed. Wasn't feeling well, so I'm going to get some sleep. Good night. Hey, Victor, thank you, sir, for hanging out. Really appreciate you. I'm not going to keep this going up much longer, so you're not going to miss anything. All right, now that Victor's gone, we can talk about... Oh, man. No, man, I appreciate you. So that's any big catering jobs coming up for you. All right, so let's see. This weekend coming up, and next weekend actually, I got some running around to do. Headed out of town on both weekends. Have some. I told you guys my 25th class reunion type deal is this weekend, and next weekend I have some familiar things I have to do, so I have to drive somewhere. Always driving somewhere. If it just says yes, sir, I understand that. Hope to see you in February again. I've been up since 5 a.m. Wake up. What did you have to drink tonight, Quentin? And did you go to the gym today? Steven is the mod all other mods look up to. Definitely agree on that one, Grumpus. Alright, Victor, you keep poking the bear if you want. Live group show next week. Quite possibly. It depends on the kids' schedule. I want to buy an old hickory CTO in the next year. Anyone have thoughts or experiences with one? Little fish, Marcel. Goodness, I'm sorry, I had some drinking, so I had to figure it out. Hi Dash and all in the chat. Yes, indeed. Steven says grumpus. Thanks, bud. We've had that heat here, and a heat warning. I want snow. Oh man, Laura, you say you have no idea, but you got no idea. Robert says Marcel. Zach equals money well spent, brother. This. Excuse me, I didn't realize I read through so many comments. Goodness gracious. Can I get that affidavit thing from a bomber to say, hey, my license was stolen? I'm waiting for my provisional license, actually. All right. I don't know where it was. All right. Marcel says, hey, Steven. Laura, rolling around in bed this morning was enough exercise for me. Not for me. Laura says, yeah, work is slowing down. It sucks. Russ swears by that old hickory produces the best flavor he's ever made. Ever since, even better than this LSG. I don't know about all of that now, but Laura knows some type of witchcraft. But sister won't drink. Dash been drinking Shine. So drinking brandy this evening, actually. That hog. Oof. I say straight brandy tonight, but it has been pretty straight. Zach said I know a lot of top 50 places in Texas that we know use the big units. Ricer, they burn with a lot of convection, and if you do the coal wood option, it gives an offset a run for its money. Yeah. Russ says it's all good in the gas and wood combo. Not my wife's car. Not in my wife's car. Russ says it's all in the gas and wood combo. Yeah. Did not take a picture of the trophy. Sorry. Or did I? I think I may have. Russia says Russ. It says it is all in all in the gas and wood combo. Yes, there we go. Russ says it's all good in the gas and wood combo. Come on, stop running. Contract away. Laura knows some type of witchcraft. Dash been drinking Shine. Yes, indeed. Laura says low hog. I know a lot of top 50 places in Texas. This is what Zach says that use big units, and they burn with a lot of convection. And if you do the coals, What's this is all good in the gas and wood combo. Yeah, that's where it is. Yeah, but I can't run all the gas combos, so you'll probably go with the coal and wood. Sounds like a viable option. Dash on old hickory gas and wood combo makes great barbecue. Nice. We have and use one in the building we just moved from, so I'm keeping my eye on it. Quentin says just sleep on the stream. We will keep it going. Sending us 10% of this month's earnings. So far, I made $1.62. $1.62. Nope, not gonna sleep on the stream, but I will give you, I won't say sneak peek, but I will give you tomorrow's video. Give me a second. Alright guys, let's see, let's talk. Paste. Alright guys, have at it. That is the video for tomorrow. Oh boy, we are at that midnight range. Time for me to get to bed because I will be up in 4 hours to go to the gym. Anyway, thank you guys again, as always, for watching. I don't have any more lollipops, but I will get you some before the day is out, little girl. I'll get a couple different flavors. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this before I fall asleep. But thank you guys so very much as always for watching. Thank you for being here. If you haven't already, before I click off on that thumbs up button, please hit it for me. Can we get to 30 likes, please? 30 likes. 26 going once, going twice, 3 times sold to the lady. Alright. Marlon says night, y'all. Yes indeed. Thank you. Versus says, okay, Dash. Get some beauty sleep, brother. Have a great night, chat. Or have a great night, chat. And I'm good. I had time to jump in. Yes. I appreciate it. Ricer's another one of those folks I appreciate his perspective. Definitely. Good night, Dash and everybody. Grumpy says, good night. Take care. Bye for now, Ricer. Yes, indeed, Laura. Ricer says, good night, everyone. Yes. Jimmy says, guys, enjoyed it tonight. Have a great rest of the week. Laura says, good night. Take care. Bye for now. Dash and all. Dash and all. Briskinatic said, have a great time. Have a great night, everyone. Laura says, glad to see you. Glad to see you all for a bit. Yeah, buddy, I bet you are. Alright, I'm going to take the phone out of the stand here. Oh, Chachi. There's number 12. Alright, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get this ended so that I can get to sleep. Thank you guys so very much as always for watching. If you have a comment or something additional, please leave it down below and I will try to answer it in a timely fashion. Alright, thanks again. Bye-bye.